Humans are curious creatures, and because of this curiosity, we've always wondered about everything happening around us. For example, why do we not remember our dreams? Hi, this is Aditya, and in this video of the Curiosity series of Mind to Mind Global, we will be talking about dreams. Being an integral aspect of both physiological and psychological well-being, dreams are, well, with complete honesty, weird. Often interpreted as harbingers of any future event or completely nonsensical imageries from a ridiculous realm of our imagination, dreams have known to defy the boundaries of reality in itself. But why do we forget, or more accurately, why do we not remember them completely? Well, as dreams are generally seen when we are asleep, let's try to understand what sleeping is. It is a state of complete unconsciousness which can be reversed by internal or external stimuli like an alarm clock, a rooster, or an angry sibling whose sole motive in life is to give a miserable start to your day. Now, sleep is an essential physiological behavior that helps in maintaining homeostasis of various equilibriums in our body and to help in learning, memorizing, and recovering. It is also of psychological importance as it helps our mind to be on terms with various repressions that we might have when we awake. It is well mentioned in the book Interpretation of Dreams by Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. An average human spends about 6 to 8 hours a day asleep, spending about 90 to 100 minutes in each of the 4 to 5 cycles of 5-stage cycle of sleep. There are 2 stages of sleep, non-REM and REM, REM being rapid eye movement. Non-REM constitutes of 4 stages, last of which is called as N3 or deep sleep. It is the most peaceful of all, with the least amount of brain activity, reduced vascular tone, reduced vegetative functions, and a 10 to 30% decrease in blood pressure, respiratory rate, and basal metabolic rate. The entirety of non-REM sleep is restorative and relaxing and is basically dreamless. By the way, how do we distinguish between a dream-filled and a dreamless sleep? Well, what we do is look at the brain activity happening at that time using an electroencephalogram or an EEG. While the N3 stage is characterized by delta waves on the EEG, REM records desynchronized neural oscillations that resemble patterns seen during wakefulness. It shows a 3 to 10 Hz theta rhythm in the hippocampus and 40 to 60 Hz gamma waves in the cortex, similar to what's observed during awakening. Hence, it is also known as paradoxical or desynchronized sleep. During sleep, the physiological condition is atonic. That means that brain blocks any signal to muscles across our body, effectively paralyzing it, except for the ones responsible for respiration and eye muscles. In REM sleep, there is an increase in heart rate, respiratory rate, and eye movement, of course, as the name suggests. But most importantly, REM sleep has dreams. Dreams almost always occur in REM sleep stage of the sleep cycle. Dreams are vivid, weird, full of mind-bending happenings, and often super difficult to remember. This is basically credited to the various neurochemical changes happening when we dream. Compared to non-REM or slow-wave sleep, both waking up and paradoxical sleep involves the higher use of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, which causes faster brain waves. The monoamine neurotransmitters norepinephrine is almost absent in sleep. Norepinephrine or noradrenaline, as commonly known in various places, is linked with enhancing the memory, hence being one of the reasons as to why we do not remember our dreams. Another study suggests that the hippocampus, the part of the brain associated with solidifying memories, is still asleep right after we wake up, and hence we do not retain what we dream many a times. Dreams are known to help us process emotions and consolidate memories.